Okay, so you're trying to get your small Instagram account to actually, grow.
Yeah.
It can feel like you're just putting in so much work, but those follower numbers are just stuck, like
Long.
really stuck.
Definitely. It's a huge frustration point for so many people.
Especially when you see those bigger accounts just cruising along.
Mm.
And don't even get me started on trying to figure out the algorithm. What does it even want these days?
It feels like a moving target sometimes.
Totally. And look, if you're really serious about giving your social media profiles a proper boost, you might want to check out a resource like rapidboost.net. Let's put that out there.
Good tip.
Okay, so this deep dive, we're going laser focus on giving you some actual actionable strategies, the kind that, small Instagram accounts can use right
I
now
know. Yeah.
to see some fast, and this is key, effective growth. We're not talking surface stuff here. We're
Yeah.
digging into what the data actually shows works.
And it is a very real frustration. Smaller accounts find it really tough to get traction against those big established audiences.
It feels like you're just trying to get noticed in this massive crowded room.
Exactly.
And it's important to remember, this isn't just about numbers on a screen, those vanity metrics.
No, not at all.
We're talking about unlocking real stuff.
Yeah.
You know, more traffic to your website, actual inquiries about what you offer, maybe getting noticed in your field.
That's the real goal, isn't it? Translating that Instagram effort into something tangible for your business or, your personal brand.
Definitely. And the article we were looking at, it pulled out this really interesting stat from a 2023 Social Media Examiner report.
Oh, yeah.
Get this, 72%, 72 of small businesses said they got some kind of revenue growth directly from what they were doing on Instagram.
Wow, 72%. That really shows you the potential, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not just about looking popular. It can have a real bottom line impact.
That stat just hammers home how powerful Instagram can be if you approach it, strategically. It's not just photo sharing, it's a growth engine.
So our mission today, for you listening, is to really break down these key data-backed strategies from this article. Stuff that can help your small Instagram account not just grow, but actually thrive.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the article kicks things off by saying, look, before you even stress about creating mind-blowing content,
Uh-huh.
you got to get the foundations right. And that means optimizing your profile, absolutely nailing it.
That is step one, non-negotiable. Think of your profile as the front door.
Yeah.
It's often the very first impression. So it needs to be super clear, welcoming, and tell people instantly what you're actually about.
Right. So first up, the bio.
Yeah.
The article really pushes using language that's not just clear, but also packed with keywords, the right keywords.
The ones your ideal audience might actually search for.
Exactly. So instead of something vague like, I love making things.
Which tells you nothing, really.
Right. Something specific like hand-lettered calligraphy for weddings and events. Instantly tells you who it's for and what they do. Much better targeting.
Totally. And it also mentions using emojis, to break up the text a bit.
Yeah, make it visually easier. And a really clear call to action, like DM me for custom work or shop the link below.
Don't leave people hanging. Tell them what to do next.
And if you have a branded hashtag, get that in there too.
That keyword focus is so, so important. Think beyond just the obvious stuff, like what problems do you solve? What phrases would your perfect customer actually type into Instagram search?
Good point.
And that call to action, it's basically guiding them. Make it super direct, super easy.
Okay, next, profile image. High resolution, on brand. That's the advice.
Absolutely.
Whether it's your logo or, a decent headshot, this is what people see everywhere. Comments, searches,
Little notification bubbles.
everywhere. So you want it instantly recognizable, consistent.
That consistency builds recognition. You want that little circle to immediately scream you wherever it pops up.
And this is something I reckon a lot of smaller accounts might be sleeping on. Those contact and action buttons.
Oh yeah, the business profile features.
Definitely use them. If you've switched to a business profile, add that email or call button. Or even integrate booking or ordering options, if that makes sense for you.
It just removes friction, doesn't it? It makes it so much easier for someone who's genuinely interested to actually take that next step.
Exactly. You're lowering the barrier for them to connect.
Oh, it's total sense.
And finally, on getting the profile sorted, the article points out something useful. Both your username and that name field.
Uh-huh.
They're searchable on Instagram. So again, think keywords. Put relevant terms in there when you set them up.
Absolutely. Don't just use a random handle or your first name. Optimize those fields. Help people find you within Instagram search.
Okay, so profile sorted, foundation solid. Now, the next big piece, the content. Crafting stuff that actually cuts through all that noise out there.
Which is, let's be honest, the tough part. There's just so much content.
An absolute flood. The article really stresses defining your content pillars. You know, those 3 to 5 main themes or topics.
Yeah, the core stuff.
That really represent your brand and consistently give value to your audience.
Think of them like the main supports for your whole content plan. So like the article suggests, for a fitness coach, maybe it's workout tips,
Yeah.
meal prep ideas, client success stories, maybe busting some common myths.
Okay, go to.
Having those pillars, it gives you structure for planning, but it also, importantly, sets expectations for your followers. They know what they're going to get from you.
That makes sense. And talking about content that grabs attention. Video.
Yeah.
Specifically Reels. The article really hammers this home.
Big time.
They even cited a study, Hootsuite 2022, found accounts posting at least 3 Reels a week grew, wait for it, 67% faster.
67%.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It's pretty compelling, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
Instagram is clearly favoring video, especially short-form stuff like Reels. They're a massive discovery engine right now.
They mentioned a case study too, right? At Plant Queens.
Yeah. A simple behind-the-scenes reel, just showing plant propagation, set to some trending music. Boom. Massive reach increase.
Wow. Just goes to show, doesn't it? But, okay, the article also talks about balancing quality and consistency.
Crucial balance.
You can't just chuck out blurry videos daily.
Yeah.
But you do need a predictable rhythm daily, 3 times a week, whatever works, to build trust and, keep the algorithm happy.
Exactly. Quality grabs attention, but consistency keeps you top of mind and gives you those regular engagement opportunities. The algorithm likes reliability.
Another format they mentioned was carousel posts. You know, the multi-image ones you swipe through?
Oh yeah, those are great.
Apparently, they're really good for engagement because people naturally spend more time on them.
Makes sense.
Ideas like step-by-step guides, before and afters, mini tutorials, perfect for carousels.
Yeah, carousels are brilliant for telling a slightly longer story or giving a quick tutorial without needing a full video. That swiping keeps people actively engaged for longer, sends good signals.
And finally, on content strategy, don't forget the captions.
So important, often overlooked.
The article says they're prime real estate for starting conversations, asking questions, telling stories, basically humanizing your brand.
The visuals hook them, but the caption gives context and invites them in. A good caption can turn a passive viewer into an active community member.
Okay, so profile's looking good, content's engaging.
Yeah.
Now, how do you actually get found by new people?
Discovery time.
This is where hashtags, geotags, and collaborations come in. The article is clear. Discovery isn't just luck.
Nope, it's strategy.
With hashtags, it's not about stuffing in 30 random ones. It's about being smart, targeted.
Quality over quantity.
Right. They suggest mixing niche hashtags, maybe 5K to 50K posts and intermediate ones like 50K to 250K. And the golden rule, relevance over popularity. Always.
Such a key point. Using those massive, broad hashtags, your stuff just gets buried instantly.
Lost in the noise.
Niche and intermediate ones connect you with smaller, more engaged communities who are actually interested, like that Scotland travel account example. Using hashtag Hidden Scotland or hashtag Scottish Road Trips, super specific, gets them right in front of the right people.
Perfect example. And for anyone with a local angle, businesses, services.
Geotags.
Absolutely. Got to use geotags.
Yeah.
Tagging posts, stories with your location helps you show up in local searches. Great for local customers.
It's like digitally waving and saying, hey, over here, to anyone searching in your area. Simple, but effective.
The article also really champions collaborating with other small accounts.
Yes. Collaboration over competition.
Doing mutual shout-outs, maybe co-hosting an Instagram Live, creating content together.
Yeah.
It introduces you to their audience, these relevant little micro-communities.
Especially for smaller accounts, partnering up makes so much sense. Find someone with a similar audience but not a direct competitor.
Win-win.
Totally. Cross-promote, tap into new networks, it works.
Okay, so people are starting to find you. Now, how do you turn those new eyeballs into a loyal, engaged following? Not just numbers, but a real community.
This is where the nurturing comes in, building that community.
And the first point here is huge. Respond. Don't just broadcast.
Yes, engage back.
Take the time to actually reply to comments, DMs, tags, and even go engage with your followers' posts. Show you're actually interested in them.
It builds so much goodwill. It's about having a two-way street, not just shouting your message out. Active engagement creates that community feel.
And don't wait for them to start the chat. Use those interactive things in stories, polls, Q&As, quizzes.
Get them involved.
Actively encourage dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that at Bake by Low case study, they used polls, featured customer picks.
And their pre-orders doubled.
Exactly, because it made the account feel human, approachable, connected.
Those interactive bits make people feel seen, heard. It's simple, but so effective for gathering feedback and building connections.
Giveaways can work too, but do them right. That's the warning.
Yeah, strategic giveaways.
Partner with complementary accounts. Make the entry requirements useful. Follow both, comment thoughtfully, tag relevant friends. Avoid those random collabs that just attract freebie hunters.
You want quality followers interested in your niche, not just ghost followers who vanish after the prize draw.
Makes sense. And finally, community building. Go live regularly.
At least twice a month, the article suggests.
Yeah. It boosts real-time engagement, notifies followers, often brings in new followers, especially if you co-host.
Great idea.
Q&As, tutorials, behind the scenes. Lots of options for lives.
Lives create that really personal, interactive connection. Answer questions live, show your personality, build stronger relationships. It's powerful.
Okay, so you're doing all this work, engaging, creating, optimizing.
Yeah.
But how do you know what's actually working? What's resonating and what's maybe not?
Data time. Analytics. You got to look at the numbers.
The article really pushes using Instagram Insights to fine-tune your strategy. First off, track your content performance.
Likes, saves, shares, comments.
Yep. See what types of posts, what topics are really hitting home with your audience.
Those metrics are like direct feedback, invaluable for knowing what people actually like seeing from you.
And you absolutely need to figure out your best times to post.
Oh, crucial.
Dive into Insights, see when your followers are most active, and schedule your posts for those peak times. Don't just guess. It varies a lot.
Data removes the guesswork. Posting when people are actually online massively increases your chance of being seen and engaged with.
Keep an eye on where new followers are coming from, too.
Okay.
Is it hashtags, explore page, profile visits, collaborations?
Knowing your sources tells you where to focus your energy.
Exactly. If collab lives are bringing in tons of followers, well, do more collab lives.
Double down on what works. Makes perfect sense.
And finally, the article suggests setting micro goals.
Small, achievable targets.
Yeah, like aiming for X new followers this week or boosting story views by Y%.
Yeah.
And then track your progress.
Keeps you motivated.
Totally. And helps you spot quickly if you need to tweak things. Makes growth feel less daunting, too.
Breaking it down into smaller steps makes it manageable and lets you adjust as you go. Smart.
So for everyone listening who's feeling fired up now and wants to actually do this,
Ready to take action.
the article gives a great little summary, kind of like actionable steps you can take, like right now.
A quick start guide.
Yeah. First, profile audit, update the bio, check images, contacts, get it sharp.
Okay.
Second, map out your next 30 days of content. Think pillars, schedule reels, carousels.
Plan ahead.
Third, batch create content if you can. Saves time, keeps you consistent.
Good tip.
Fourth, research those hashtags, niche, intermediate, and relevant geotags.
Got it.
Fifth, reach out, initiate a collab with another small account.
Be proactive.
Sixth, schedule time daily to engage. Reply, comment, connect.
Make it a habit.
And seventh, monitor your analytics weekly. See what's working, what's not, adjust.
Check and tweak.
Those are all really concrete things anyone can start doing straight away.
Definitely sets you on the right path to seeing some real momentum.
Absolutely. I think the main takeaway here is that fast, effective Instagram growth for small accounts. It's not magic.
No secret sauce.
It's really a mix. Smart positioning, great content, solid outreach and collaboration, building that community,
Right.
and crucially, using your data.
It's a whole package, a comprehensive strategy covering all the bases.
So look, you probably won't become an overnight sensation,
Let's be realistic.
but you absolutely can get real, sustainable results by doing these things consistently. Every new follower, every real interaction, it all adds up. Builds trust, boosts visibility, opens doors.
Consistency and persistence, they're the absolute keys here, making the stuff part of your routine.
So for you listening right now, here's a little challenge. Think about everything we just talked about.
Right.
Which one strategy feels like it could give your account the biggest, most immediate boost?
Just pick one to start.
Yeah, pick one and commit to doing it, starting today or tomorrow. Because that consistent, focused effort based on these kinds of tactics, that's what really builds trust, gets you seen, and unlocks those opportunities you're looking for.
And as you start seeing results from that one thing, keep exploring, keep learning. Social media changes constantly, right? There's always more to figure out and refine. Keep pushing.